So as they lead you into the city, it is a very flat and low city. Like there's not a lot of tall buildings. Each building is kind of basically one floor, and it's not super tall. You're not going to see any skyscrapers or anything like that here. And it kind of makes sense. It's very windy, and the area that they have is so wide. They have so much room to expand the city that they don't need to build it upwards. They can expand it throughout the desert, right? I mean, most cities that build upwards, they build upwards because they don't have room. Think of like New York City. There's nowhere for New York City to expand, so they have to go up. Here, there's so much room out here in the middle of the desert that they can just expand. They don't need to continue, rising upwards. You see a couple two-story buildings, but for the most part, it's a very flat city. The people walking around are all dressed in ways that protect them from the sand. So they have garb that kind of covers up their nose and their mouth, and they wear goggles. It's kind of hard to tell what anybody looks like because they're all so covered up and protecting themselves from the sun and the sand. You look very out of place here, and you get the idea that they don't get visitors very often. So, as the archers lead you into the city, they take you to a middle square area that has built.
Oh, it did. Oh, that's... Oh, no wonder. Sorry, chat. And just... Why are you sitting like that, though?
Because I have no table.
I mean, just try doing cross-legged. Cross-legged is so much comfortable, Chai. Or better yet, if you have if you have a pillow, you can use that as your surface area for your tablet.
Oh. Yeah, okay. that's so much better.
So you you didn't. Of course, if you tuck your legs like that, it's bound to hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
We can
Your
hear
voice
you.
is good. I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Chat.
stream can't hear you.
Oh. Well, that's technical difficulties.
Okay, let's see if I changed that. Okay. Now chat can hear me. Okay. I don't know. I switched the USB
Hello,
port.
chat. Yay.
I switched the USB port that my Go XLR is plugged into, so I don't know. Maybe that'll help. I'm just trying anything at this point. I'm so sorry. You're just gonna have to bear with it today, y'all. Like I said, my new one's coming in next week. So.
Woo! At least you're getting a new one. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. So, can you hear the? Probably can't hear like
the music,
the ambient noise, huh?
No.
For me, no. I think if we can't really hear it, then it's okay. I guess it's okay to ditch it if it's causing problems.
I don't know if it's causing problems. I don't think it is. In fact, it's kind of telling me whether or not.
Are you talking about the windy noise?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it in stream, but I can't hear it in Discord.
Oh, that's at least if stream can hear it, then that's okay. I'm just imagining my own soundtrack in my head. Arabian Night is playing on loop in my head. That song is everywhere on TikTok, man. Like I can't escape it.
Oh, it's
There we
because
go.
there's an arcade game that apparently if you pull the lever when it says like Arabian Night, when the beat drops and you hit the button, you win the game and you get max like tickets or whatever.
That's cool.
Wait, is that where it
Hi
like
Bane, hi
becomes
Rake,
trending?
hi Buddy.
Yeah, that's why it's
I
trending.
I did not know that. Banger song though, not gonna lie.
All right. You can hear it, but it's low. All right, there. So, who knows? Maybe this will fix part of it because maybe it was just the USB port I was plugged into. We'll see. So,
Hopefully.
with all that said, in the middle of this square, there is a fountain, but there is no water coming from the fountain. The fountain has, at the center of it, a large person that is made of stone, like a statue. They are proud looking. They're like flexing like they're powerful, and they got their fingers kind of pointed in either direction. They have a long kind of twirly mustache that comes down, and a little goatee that comes down from their chin. They're completely bald on the top of their head except for a ponytail that's all tied up and kind of coming off the top of their head. They're wearing necklaces, but they're not wearing any clothes on their top half, on their torso. They're shirtless. They're wearing pants. And you can see the pants kind of come down into a twirly looking, almost like they kind of come down into a funnel shape, and then you can see at the base of the person there's a lamp, and this is obviously a genie. So the fountain is completely dried up, but you're not sure who or what this genie character is, but it is there's no water coming out of it. It's covered in sand. The fountain is full of it, and it looks pretty sad. You see around this area as well, there is a marketplace, like an open market. The people here sell goods to each other, so it's not huge. It's just kind of scattered market spots. The most sad of which are the people who are selling things that are like traveler goods. I'm talking like tourist items, people who are selling like necklaces and souvenirs and things like that from this area. They are probably the most sad stands of all. You see, there's one stand that's selling like jewelry made of glass, which looks really beautiful, but nobody ever comes here to buy it because it's just so out of the way. And so the person who's selling that is a lady. She's kind of dressed up in her, sand covering garb, but she's leaned back in a chair sleeping, not even paying attention because just nobody ever comes through. The person who seems the most pumping right now is a person who's selling like vegetable goods, and that person, they have like a line of people outside their stall. Looks like locals all waving this kind of strange looking money. The money looks like it is not like paper. It's like almost like metal slabs. It's kind of like gold, except for it comes in like rectangular shapes, and they're kind of waving it back, waving it around, and shouting things in common, like the language that you guys all speak. I'll take the tomatoes. I want them. I'll give you 16. And another person's like, I'll give you 17. And the person who's selling the vegetables seems like they've got a really lucrative business at the moment, and it makes sense. Hard to grow things out here. Might be curious to know how that person is creating vegetables in a place that is so tough to make them. There's places for you to explore in the city. If you have a place that you like, an idea of a place you want in mind, like, Marcel, is there a place where I can go do this? I'll tell you if there is or isn't. And that's stuff that you can also ask locals. You can talk with anyone who you want to talk to. If you have an idea for something you want to do, you can. The crane is... It has led you here, but you're not sure why. So you can always ask the crane to continue to guide you towards wherever it's trying to guide you. and continue on that way. You also have Axel to talk to as like an NPC with knowledge. If you want to talk to someone who's got knowledge of this area, you can also, someone who you're familiar with, you can always ask Axel. But I'm going to open it up to you to take on whatever you want to do. Whatever strikes your fancy.
Okay. First of all, Lux gonna ask this crane, like, why do you bring us here? Fully aware that the crane could not talk.
The crane kind of flutters in front of you, and as it does, it kind of tilts its head, and then it's
what do you bring us here?
Kind of flutters down to where your hands are. You open up your hands to put the crane into your hands, and it like lays down in your hand and like snuggles up like it's gonna sleep.
And he turns to what's his name? Oh, hold on. His turn to. Oh God, I'm bad.
Axel?
Yeah, Axel. He turns to Axel and said, like, do you have any idea about this? And still holding the crane in his arms.
It looks like the crane wanted to find a spot for you to rest.
Oh,
Oh.
how kind of you, small friend.
Yes, it is possible that there is another motive for the crane here, but this seems like the most reasonable explanation from what little communication the creature can give.
Well, Lux turns to the party. And what's the game plan here?
We could ask around like the locals about the situation in this town.
I mean, like, we came here for like to rest. Sure, we can like solve their problems, I guess. But I think the most priority we are doing now is to find a place of stay and maybe restock on supplies.
I guess we could try to find an inn.
That's true. Let's go then. Let's ask some locals.
All right.
Let's go.
Bunch of people around in the market area for you to ask. I'll give you a few options and you can pick which one you want. The first you see is a lizard folk. You can tell they're lizard folk because their tail is coming out from beneath their clothes and kind of making a trail through the sand as they walk. They're trudging along and they're holding a bunch of pots and pans, and they kind of trip over themselves and drop a bunch of pots and pans into the sand and start picking them up. Another person you see is a lady who is very kind of cool looking. She's smoking a pipe and kind of leaning up against one of the buildings, and she's just eyeing you as you walk through the market area. You can tell she's eyeing you because her head follows you. Even though she's wearing goggles with tinted lenses, she can tell because her head follows you as you walk by. Lastly, there is a turtle. A turtle's like a turtle person. And he looks very, very elderly. And he is standing in front of his own little cart area. And the cart area, he looks like he's selling like glass trinkets, different kinds of little emblems and things like that. And he's standing kind of leaning on his cane. And you can tell he's shaking. He's not wearing anything to cover him up from the sand. It looks like he's totally prepared for this kind of thing. Like, immune to it. Exactly.
Huh. Okay, so out of character. So our options are a very cool lady, tortoise selling merchants, and lizard folks. It seems kind of skittish. So what do we choose? What do you choose here? Narratively interesting, or what do you guys think?
We should hope the guy who's clearly struggling to carry some pots.
We go to the skittish lizard folk then.
Well, two of you want to do that. Did you get the rest from the rest of your party? Is everyone okay with that?
I want to I'm free to talk to anybody. Everybody seems very interesting. I guess for Lux, I guess it makes sense for him to ask somebody who is less hostile to him. So
Yeah.
he'd probably go with the tortoise.
Happy's gonna talk with the turtle person.
Okay. And Ark?
I want to check out the market.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll kind of split things up then. You're still all in the same area, but you're talking to different people. So we'll go first to the market people. So Ark, you're going over to the market area. There you see the person who's selling vegetables first. They are a minotaur, so you can tell that they're a minotaur based on their legs and the stature. You can see horns peeking out from underneath their coverings on them. And they have a very deep voice as they're hollering out what kind of goods that they have. The people, like I said, there's 10, 15 people all kind of gathered around trying to buy things from them this early at this time. And then the other shops that you see are mostly just trinkets and clothes. You can buy clothes to match the people here. You can purchase like native food. So, people are selling like roasted newt and, things like that. Basically just, the stuff that they have here. If you want to get more idea of the culture and that kind of stuff, you could always just walk up to random shop and ask them about things. All of that kind of stuff is totally up to you, Ark. But is there anything in particular you want to shop for? Or anyone that I called out there that you want to go check out, like any shops that you want to go check out?
Do we have any money on us?
Yeah, good question.
Oh yeah, how much money do we actually have? That's what I've been wondering.
You are monks, so your money's pretty limited.
I have 25 gold. For some reason.
Where do we check on our money?
In your character sheet, in the bottom right big box, there's a button that says equipment, I think, or inventory.
Yeah, inventory.
Inventory, and then up in the top right of inventory, in that box, there should be like little symbols. One of them's a gold piece symbol. One of them's a silver piece symbol. And that
Zero.
Should tell you
We
how
are
much-
absolutely moneyless.
I
Alright.
have 5 gold.
Hell yeah.
I have 0. I have 0.
Why do I have 15 gold, huh?
Oh, Chai is the rich one in our party. Let's go.
Depends on your background. Depends on which background you picked when you made your character.
Oh, dang, Lux, why are you so poor? My boy. Why?
I
Why
want
must
to
you be
check
poor
out
so
the
poor?
food vendors.
Okay. So of the food vendors, you are not gonna find any cheeses. It's not very easy to refrigerate things
No.
here.
No cheese.
Oh, wait.
Unfortunately.
Wait, no cheese.
I was thinking more
cheese?
along the lines of selling them the cheese.
Okay.
Ooh.
As far as food vendors, you've got people that are selling like roasted and cured meats. You've got people who are selling like street food. So people who are selling like they're cooking right now. It's basically you walk up and you buy some hot food, or in this case, some of them have like soups and things that they're selling, like stews and things like that. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want. Do you want to go to a place that sells you like raw materials for you to cook, or do you want to go to a place that's selling you like live food right now to go eat?
Raw material.
Okay. So there's a little butcher stand that's got cured meats that are kind of laid out and they're covered so that the sand doesn't get to them. The person's meats look like jerkies almost because they're so dried. And that person is, as you walk up, looks like they are a tabaxi. So they've got a cattail that kind of swirls out from beneath their clothes and curls around one of their legs, and they're kind of standing with a lean as their arms are crossed, and their little whiskers poke out from their mask area, and they tilt their head at you. You can see their ear coming out from their thing kind of twitch a little bit. Hello, traveler.
Hello.
Come to buy some cured meats from me.
Perhaps, but do you have anything special?
The person kind of tilts their head. You hear a purr coming from them. Special, you say? What is it
Yes.
special?
You want something specific? You want something rare?
Yeah. Do you
Mm.
have any?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have rare foods. Here, come, let me show you.
He kind of like leans down beneath his stand, and he opens up this little compartment underneath it, and he pulls out what looks like a roasted, like or dried out turtle, without the shell. The shell's been taken off, and he goes,
Don't tell him over there. He points over to the turtle. But yes, I have a rare desert turtle as well.
and he puts that back. He pulls out another thing. This looks like a bird of some kind.
He goes, rare desert dragon.
And he kind of pulls it up, and it looks like I mean, you're not sure if it's a dragon because it doesn't have any wings left on it, but it definitely has almost a reptilian bird look to it. It's small. It's about as big as your head.
How much does the dragon cost?
This for you? Oh, I mean, traveler, obviously not from here. I give it to you for 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
Very good.
What do you say to a trade?
Trade, you say? Depends on what you want to trade to me.
I have a bunch of rare cheese.
You see
What
his
do you
eyes.
think about that?
You see his eyes kind of light up from beneath his goggles, and he leans in and he goes,
Cheese, you say?
Yes, very rare.
Allow Victor to taste.
and he points to himself.
I'm gonna take a piece of, not too big. I'm gonna take a piece of cheese and hand it to him.
Okay. He takes it in his claws, and you can see the little his little nails, his little claws poking into it as he pinches it, and he puts it in his mouth, and he wraps his tongue around it, and he swishes it around his mouth a little bit. You can hear him purring underneath his breath, and he says,
How much of the cheeses do you have?
How much do you want?
Victor wants all the cheeses. I like dairy.
Tell you what, I'm gonna give you a bunch of cheese, and you're gonna give me the dragon meat and 3 gold.
Show me the cheese.
I'm gonna take a handful of cheese out of my bag and show it to him.
all right. So you don't have unlimited cheese, so we're going to need to decide together how much cheese
Cool,
you got.
roll for persuasion checks.
So-
just questionable amount of cheese.
Dex, how much
Infinite.
how much cheese do you think Ark has? Let's name it in
Yes.
cubes. How many cubes of
Yes.
cheese? And each cube is about yay big.
I will say
Is he putting that
from
cheese?
the start till here, he has like 5 or 6 left.
Okay. And so now
Imagine him with a whole
with
head of
this
wheel.
conversation happening, he's got 5 or 6 left.
Yes.
Okay. So how many do you pull out? How many cubes of your 5 that you
I
have
take
left?
out 4.
Okay. You pull out the 4 cubes of cheese, leaving you with 1. We'll say leaving you with 1.5 cubes left. And the Tabaxi Victor kind of looks them over, inspects them a bit. Using his hand, he covers up from the sand so that the sand doesn't get on them. And he says,
You have yourself a deal. In fact, I give you 4 gold pieces.
That's the deal.
all right, so you can add 4 gold pieces to your character sheet, and you can add a dragon, little dragon meat.
All right.
They call it desert dragon.
How many cheese does Ark has? Ark, yes.
1.5 left.
It was pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise.
You're here in the city for a reason. Anything I can help you with?
I know where to find you.
Yes,
If-
well, Victor
if
Victor
that
is
sounds-
an elusive creature. I don't always come to the market. You may not
Don't
find me
worry.
back here again.
I can find you.
Just a casual threat. What the fuck?
Well, if you wish to find me, I guess you will find me. Thank you
Yep.
for the cheese.
Thank you for the money and the meat.
It is Victor's pleasure.
All right. We'll go over to who was going to talk to the lizard folk?
Light.
Light was anyone else going?
Luck's gonna talk to the turtle.
Okay. And
I'm also talking to Jade.
what did you say, Chai?
I said I'm also going to talk to the turtle.
Okay. So we'll go over to Light. Light, you walk up to the lizard folk who's picking up his pants.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, did I block your way?
He's picking up his pants.
Light looks at him curiously and he says, "No, but do you need help carrying that?"
He looks up at you. He's not wearing any goggles or anything. He looks like his reptilian eyelids can protect him from the sand pretty easily. You have your hand up. Just know that you all instinctively, until you get some clothes from this area, you all kind of instinctively put your hands up and things just while you're speaking. Just imagine your characters are kind of like this so that the sand doesn't get in your eyes. Those kinds of things. You may even have your, like this, you know what I mean? You may even have one hand covering your mouth, one hand covering your eye, kind of thing. So he says,
Sure, yes, yes, please.
Light's gonna take his cape. He's kind of gonna turn it around and use it as a face covering.
okay. Sounds good.
And then he's gonna start picking up some of the pots to help to help carry the pots for the lizard.
All right,
person.
they're like heavy cast iron pots, so you get a few of them, just like maybe 2 or 3 of them, which gives the lizard folk enough room basically to carry the ones that he needs to, and then that way he's no longer overburdened because you're carrying these extra ones. And he says,
Yes, follow me this way to the tavern. I'll take you there.
Thank you. Okay. Does the tavern happen to have rooms available at it?
Oh, they always have rooms.
Oh, perfect.
he kind of waddles his way through the marketplace as you follow him. We'll come back to you too. Chai and T, your characters, Luxima and Javi, walk up to the tortoise, who is leaning on his wooden cane in front of his glass trinket shop, and he kind of nods his head at you as you approach.
Welcome to the shop. My name is Tony.
Good day to you, friend Tony.
Good day.
Me and my friend here. I am Lux, and this is my friend. This is my friend Javi. Yes.
Hello, Lux and Javi.
We are new in town, so we are just getting our bearings from a very long journey. You know how it is, adventures and stuff like that. So, you seem like you've been in here for quite a while. Can you tell us anything about the place? I mean, the general information that we need to know, the know-it-all, the tips and tricks, a place to stay, maybe.
He kind of closes his eyes and he puts his hand out and does like a little bow. His cane stays standing up in the sand as he lets it go, stands up straight, but he kind of lets it go and does like a little bow and then puts his hands back on his cane. You can see his nails are super long, black, sharp nails that kind of come down like he's been growing them his whole life. And he kind kind of taps them on the side of his cane as he speaks with a little...
Welcome to the city of Rofgar. I, Tony, will be your guide for a small sum of a silver piece each.
Lux looks at Javi and like whisper and do you have any money, Javi, friend?
I whisper back. I don't have silvers, but I have gold.
So 1 gold piece is 10 silver pieces.
Oh.
Hmm.
Basically,
What
your
kind?
silver pieces are like dimes if your gold pieces are like $1.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if that
Have
means...
Before you going, go on, Chai. Go on, Chai.
Have you gonna ask like, what do you sell?
Me, I sell not only knowledge, as I've said, because I can be your guide, but also I sell custom-made golden trinkets. I'm sorry. Oh, brain's a little fuzzy. I meant, glass trinkets. Got gold on the mind.
Hmm. Like, I mean, you did say yourself that you are like have a fuzzy mind, so I'm not quite sure if you're going to be our tour guide for this entire journey. I'm not very confident.
Oh, I'm not gonna walk you around the city, but I've got more knowledge here. I've been here longer than anybody else.
Can you give us at least a basic understanding and probably depending on the information we give you for gold?
Sure.
He's kind of shaking. He's you can tell he's very elderly, so even when he's speaking, his whole body is kind of like just gyrating or shaking, you know what I mean? From the age.
God. Are you okay, friend? You look very
Yes, I'm fine. What is it you're curious about? Just saying, talk, Tony, talk. That ain't gonna work for me.
I can see that. Maybe get the general convenience out of the way. Where do we sleep? Where the local convenience and stuff.
Oh, of course, yeah. We've got a couple taverns around town. Do you see that? And he kind of points in the distance with a shaky hand. A long black fingernail comes real close to your face, Javi, but he's pointing past you. And you turn slowly, and you see Light walking with the lizard folk kind of away from you all towards the inner city. He says, looks like one of your companions is headed to the tavern now. There's another one in the opposite direction. It's a little nicer, but I've heard some sketchy things about that one, so your friend's headed towards the one I'd go to.
And that is...
What do you mean?
I mean, like, what's the general vibe? What is it? Like,
Well,
the inn, like...
Compared to the other tavern, it's more of like a mom and pop shop. It's a little more homely, and the people there are nicer.
Ah, I see. Well, and Lux looks at the genie statue that is like... I assume he is very bashful of looking at this. I'm assuming this is a very... used to be at least a very lively spot, since there is obviously a semblance of a tourist attraction here. What happened?
His eyes kind of glance over to the fountain and then come back to and make eye contact with you.
That information's privileged behind my silver piece.
Lux looks at Javi and kind of shrugs. We came here. We got what we're looking for. Do you want to continue the information?
Yeah, I want to ask a bit more question. And then Javi
Okay.
looks at the turtle, at Tony, and like says like, "I'll. How about if you tell me the information you have, and I'll give you like I could
One.
decide how out like um if if you give me satisfactory information, I'll give you the coins that I believe that's worth the information. How about that?"
He kind of raises an eyebrow. Roll me a persuasion check. First roll of the day.
Okay. Let's go. Persuasion. Oh, 15.
Give me 1 second here. All right. 15. Let me roll for the turtle here just to see what he's thinking. Okay. You run a hard bargain there, Heavy. Okay. What do you want to know?
I want to know more information about this place. Like, you guys seem to be struggling with supplies, but you guys are still here. Like, why is that?
Now that is a good question there, Javi. You've got a good brain between those little fluttery ears. Well, to tell you the truth, this is the only city for miles, and most people have their roots down here. They own property. It's possible to get water and food, but it's very rare around here, so nobody new really comes around. It used to be a pumping spot. There used to be so many people that would come through here, but over the years it's become more and more dry. You know, he points over to the fountain area, and he says, the depiction of the genie in the center square at the fountain, he is still you could say the stand-in mayor of the city. He stays in his own spot, southeast from here. He hasn't granted a wish in over 100 years. He leans in real close to you. We're all a little peeved about it, but there ain't much democracy around here, so he kind of does what he wants, considering he's the most powerful person in probably the surrounding 100 miles.
Huh.
Oh.
Lux looks at the statue. I can tell by his depiction of him. He's a very, let's just say, a lively character.
Lively's one word for it. I'd call him a dick.
That too. But I would not say that out loud, I guess.
Good on you.
So have you like seen the genie recently?
He hasn't come out in a while. His location's pretty easy to find. Like I said, if you walk southeast from here, his manor is surrounded by statues of himself. He's a bit vain.
I can tell.
Oh. Do you think he'd mind if we visit him?
Visiting him probably ain't gonna happen, but I'm sure he doesn't mind you visiting the city.
Okay. Well, do you have any more interesting information?
Okay, so we got like a place of stay. We got like the reason why this town is like drought, and we got the leader of it. Is there any more information we can get out of this guy? What do you think?
Javi, when you ask if there's any
need?
more interesting information, he points around to some empty pots around the square. These pots are just like these large clay pots with like beautiful designs on them. There used to be large trees coming out of each of the pots around here. This place used to be a floral
oasis, but it's become more and more dry as each year passes by. Now they call us the City of Drought.
Oh,
They used to call us the City of Paradise.
oh, that, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, eventually people will have to leave. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I have one last question. We've seen like the person that's selling food, but this is like in the middle of the desert. Where are they growing these?
His eyes kind of glance over to the Minotaur selling vegetables, and he goes,
He's, similar to the genie. He's a bit of an eccentric feller. We don't know much about him, but he brings vegetables every day. And people have asked him, where do you grow those? Where do you get your water from? And he says, it's magic. I'm a wizard.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's pretty interesting.
Ain't much magic around here except for, of course.
he points to the statue, the fountain genie.
Okay. Well, thank you. Do you have any more like questions, Maxima? Do you want to ask something?
Luxima is still looking at like the centaur, and then he noticed Javi's asking, "Well, no, no. I think you basically said what I'm curious about."
Okay. Well, thank you for the information, Tony. I'll give you 1 gold coin.
Well, it was my pleasure, little lady.
And he puts his hand out, shaky hand for the gold piece.
Hmm. Well, but wait.
He nods his head.
So, okay. Thank you. So should we go to the inn right now, Maxima?
Yeah, I think that's the next best course. Thank you, friend, for providing us the information.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And hey, you didn't
Bye-bye.
hear this from
Huh?
me, but I'd recommend, if you really wanted to go see the genie, well, you might want to ask.
And he points over to, just like subtly, kind of without making it obvious, he kind of leaves his hand up to his chest, but he's pointing over to the lady who's leaned up against the wall. The cool looking lady.
Oh, 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 oh no.
But you
Oh.
didn't hear it from me.
Thank you, friend.
Y'all take care now.
Okay. Thank you.
You too, sir. You too, old friend. And
You too. Bye.
He waves a shaky hand at you as you walk away. Where are you guys headed?
I guess like we're following like to wherever he's going because he's going to the inn.
Okay.
So we are following him. No. Like Lux is trying to find Ark. Where the hell is he? Ark is like trying to like find. He's like whipping his head. Where the frick is that Ark?
Ark, after you're done at the shop, what do you want to do?
I want to go find the others.
All right. You guys see Ark walking, carrying some dragon meat. Something looks like a dried up bird meat, jerky almost, and some new coins jingling in his pockets as he walks over to you all. You all three
Ark!
join up in the middle of the square.
Hi.
Oh, good friend. What do you, and Luxima looks at his items and how do you get all that? You don't and Lux kind of says, you didn't steal it, do you? You didn't steal it, right? We just barely made it into the city. Don't freaking steal something.
Whoa. It's magic.
That's just please, for what's the sake of my sanity, did you steal it or not?
Why doesn't matter? We have food now.
I, I guess so. But if words come that it's you steal it, I am going to throw you under the bus so quickly. And come on, let's follow. We got the information of where the inn is. Wanna come, or do you still want to shop a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna come.
All right, let's go to
Yeah,
whatever
we should
lights.
have like all of us should like meet up before we do the next step. So let's go to
It'll
the
be
all
good.
right. So Ark, Luxima, and Javi, as you're walking towards the inn, Ark, you just kind of like turn your head backwards just a little bit to see the turtle that they were talking to, this very elderly turtle, and you swear he's flipping you off as you're walking away.
I'm gonna glare at him.
Oh my god, the feud are real.
As you glare at him, you blink a few times, and you're not sure if he was really flipping you off or if it was a desert mirage. But god damn these old people.
Where's
I
the?
swear, if I
God.
wasn't carrying this meat,
It will be your ass. Your ass will be on the ground, man.
So, as you guys follow Light to the inn, Light, you've got a head start by a few minutes. So, as you're walking with the lizard folk, you can ask any questions you want, or you can just make your way to the inn, and I can describe it from there. What do you want to do, Light?
Light's gonna ask the lizard person, be like, so do you work at the inn?
Yes, I am the cook.
Oh, fun. What do you cook?
Oh, all kinds of things. Meat stews. Those are very expensive, by the way. The most cheap things that I cook are, well, not much cooking involved. More preparation, sandwiches and things. Yeah, there's little to no options. You can imagine stews expensive because water is pretty rare. But when it comes to the sandwiches, if you like dry meat sandwiches with very little vegetables, there's that. I'm not talking myself up right now, am I?
Would it be still expensive if we were to provide our own water?
He kind of raised an eyebrow.
You brought water? I mean, of course, I'll cook with your water if you want me to. And, I'm sure the owner might give you a discount.
Do you guys have a well? Well, even if it's empty, I get it. There's dry here.
I don't think so. I actually was bringing these pots back from the nearest well.
Do you have a way to store water? Okay. It just goes quiet.
Very conversational. Very talkative guy. Incredible conversation right here, folks.
He leads you to this kind of rickety looking inn, but it's got stone walls, but a wooden door that's kind of swinging on its hinges as he leans the door open, and there's nobody inside except for some empty tables and a person who's standing behind the bar. If you've ever been to any kind of I mean, you guys are kind of young, so you've probably never been to a bar, but
Wow. I know a bar.
it essentially looks like a small restaurant with a bar at the back, and the person standing there is a fairly tall looking Githyanki. A Githyanki is you know how Voldemort looks with
Yeah.
flat
Yeah.
flat with just slits for nose. They have kind of like grayish green skin. They're lanky like an elf, and they almost have like insect-like features. If you look up Githyanki, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's Githyanki. I'll send a picture in the chat here.
All I can search is GIF
Oh.
angry.
Gith angry.
Interesting.
There you go. So that's what a Githyanki
Wait.
looks like.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, look at him.
Oh,
So,
Oh, it's just like a
funky person.
I
so it's kind of like almost like an elf that looks corrupted, like I don't know, just kind of a corrupted looking elf.
I was thinking like a more like a dryad elf kind of thing, but yeah, corrupted a little bit. A
Yeah.
little fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
A little fucked up, but it's fine.
He's wearing a similar armor to the armor that you see in that picture. I'll send the link in the chat too. And he's leaning up against the bar. And as the cook comes in, he goes, What took you so long? And the cook says, I picked up a traveler on the way back. They helped me with the pots. There were too many of them. And the owner, obviously this guy's the owner, kind of like nods and he says, I told you not to take so many. And you can get a look at him. He's got a similar facial hair to that picture as well, just kind of like this stringy facial hair that comes down in a goatee. He looks fairly elderly, like he's been owning this place for a long time. And even though Githyanki have almost like constant RBF, you know, resting bitch face, this one in particular does look pretty friendly.
Me for real.
Yeah, he does look pretty friendly. You were told before that this was a mom and pop shop. At least, well, you weren't, but you weren't light, but the other party members were told that. So yeah, he's definitely the pop of the mom and pop, as he says, "Welcome to the inn. Pleasure to meet you." He takes a step out from behind the bar and he does a cordial bow, and as he does, he says, "My name is Anfisa."
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
So Anfisa is Anfisa. And then he says, "It's a pleasure to meet you as well. What brings you into the city?"
My friends and I are traveling to a place somewhere. I am not exactly sure where, but somewhere.
Just traveling in life, doing as you do,
Yes, sir.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you at my little abode. My wife is currently out, but she'll be back in the next few hours. Are you looking for a place to stay?
We are, actually. Do you have room for 5 and maybe 2 giant scorpions?
Giant scorpions, no, but do have room for 5 regular-sized guests.
Oh wait, what happened? Like, where's the scorpion actually? Now that I'm wondering.
The scorpions are
Where
chilling
are they?
outside the city. They are just at the main gate entrance.
Oh.
Okay.
How much would a room be for 5 or several rooms that would, fit 5 regular-sized people?
For the 5 of, just like I said, regular-sized people, for the 5, I'd say you're the first guests I've had in a long time, so, whatever you're willing.
Is 5 gold enough for you, sir?
Absolutely.
Light puts down the pots if he hasn't already, and he starts digging through his pockets for his gold, and he pulls out 5 gold. He trots over and he holds it out.
He takes 4 of it and leaves you 1. He says, "Thank you for helping my cook."
No problem.
So you give him 4 gold. And The cook comes back out and grabs the pots off the floor that you set down, and he says, "Thank you again. Thank you." And he brings them to the back, supposedly the kitchen, presumably the kitchen. Anfisa kind of tilts his head at you, and he kind of looks you up and down, and he says, "Were you not prepared for the desert trek? You don't look dressed for it at all. Smart to put your cape across your face. That's intelligent."
No, we were not expecting to enter a desert. It just kind of happened.
I see. Well, it's, like I said, pleasure to have you, and if you require any information, I'll try to give it to you as best I can. And, yes, are you hungry, thirsty?
Would be lovely. How much would that cost?
I'm gonna go to him and...
Oh, you're not
Ask-
quite there yet, Ark. Not quite there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you're...
He's gonna punch him in the face.
Teleports in.
Elderly on
Give
site.
me things.
So this is because Light was helping the cook with the pots and pans. So
I
Light is
see.
there maybe 5 minutes before you guys. So I'm giving Light about 5 minutes of conversation before you guys show up.
Like, no hesitation. Ark just gone sight. Elderly punch.
So what was I saying? I can't remember.
You were... I don't know either.
Yeah. So Anfisa kind of Oh, Light, you asked for a specific drink, didn't you?
Oh, I said food would be lovely. How much? I think.
Well, what kind of food would you like? We can make you a stew, although I'd say they're a little overpriced at the moment due to supply and demand, but, we could do a stew. We could also do sandwiches. We have all kinds of sandwiches. We can get you a desert dragon sandwich. We can get you cactus salad.
I might wait until my party gets here to see what they might be interested in. Is that alright?
He nods his head, sure. Also, drinks are pretty limited other than alcohol. We have plenty of alcohol. Keeps well.
Light kind of looks side to side and he's like, I'm not sure if I'm old enough for that.
Fair enough.
Luck is old enough.
He kind of smiles, and he nods his head and he says, well, make yourself at home if you'd like. Here, he kind of jingles around some keys on his belt and unhooks one of them and hands it to you. Here's a key to your room. Up the steps.
So thank you, sir. I'm gonna go out and find my party. And
Sure.
then I'll be back.
As you go to open the door opens in your face and slams against your nose. I'm just kidding.
Light,
I mean, you can if you want that to happen.
let's go with it.
All right.
I'm
Door
gonna
opens
let
in
out
your
that-
face.
You know when cats get their tails stepped on and they let the little meow?
Yeah.
That's what Light does.
Oh! Like a little meow.
Who's leading? Ark? Or Javi or Luxima?
I think... Who's one to slam?
Who would it be funnier to just slam a door in the face of a wife?
Probably Luxima. I feel like that's a Luxima thing.
Oh my god!
That would send Light flying.
Yes!
So you swing the door
Okay,
open,
so-
and you hear that like yelp / meow from the other side, and you see Light kind of stumble backward and fall down.
Oh shoot! What did I just say? Oh my god! And he gone. Light! Oh my god! Are you okay?
Speak to me.
Speak to me!
He's hurt.
Did I kill you? Did I kill you this early?
Light kind of stands there rubbing his face. He's like, that really hurt, man.
I
Why'd you
mean,
have the
you're.
door open so hard?
It was hard. You should have seen it. How in it was. I have to push it hard. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Dramatic.
Ruben.
I feel like it makes me dramatic. It's not necessary anywhere to open a door that hard.
I mean, I wasn't thinking. I guess I'm sorry. I already said I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
Thank you.
I got us a room, and he holds up the key while
Oh.
still kind of like rubbing his nose.
Oh, and he kind of looks at the key, and Lux kind of looks up and look around. Oh, I guess he lays eyes on the guy on the counter.
Greetings.
Lux greetings with his arms up. Greetings as well. Thank you for housing us.
Of course, my name is Anfisa. Welcome to my inn.
Anfisa. Lux will definitely remember that. I guess we go to our room. I guess we'll just have to look around the room. I guess.
This is not much to see. I'll be honest.
Bed is a bed. I do not much care about looks.
Yes.
What is it like? What is it like?
What is it
You
like?
guys hungry?
Yeah, what is it like? Referring to light.
Oh, light.
Oh, like. Listen, if you guys want food, they have food here. And the only drink they really have is alcohol, but...
Not much of a fan.
I don't think I can have that.
Not much of a fan either.
Yes, I'm sorry that the options are limited, but it, you know how it is.
It's not the fault of your own friend. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
So Ark, Javi, do you guys have want anything from the counter?
We have cactus juice. Not many people like it.
I want to go up to him and put the meat on the table and the half a block of cheese. Can you make something with this?
Ooh.
I will pay you.
Yes, we can make some sandwiches for you.
That would be great. How much would that cost?
Let me give it to our cook, and we'll let him set the rates.
Awesome. Thank you.
He grabs the desert dragon and the block of cheese and brings it to the back into the kitchen. He's gone for a couple minutes and then comes back, and he says, he actually just leans out of the kitchen just to see you all, and he says, "How many sandwiches did you want?"
5 would be great.
All right, 5 sandwiches. 5. He kind of like leans and hollers back into the kitchen. The lizard folk says, "Well, they brought the ingredients and Light helped me with the pots, so let's just make it free." And the guy kind of nods his head. Well, there you go.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
Thank you.
I just want to give them 2 gold coins anyways.
Aww.
The bartender, Anfisa, kind of nods. He says, "I'll give one of these to my cook," and he grabs the coins and heads to the back and hands the cook a gold piece. You hear but don't see this happen as the cook says, "Thank you."
You're welcome. You can put a price on cheese.
The owner kind of laughs and he says, "Yes, very rare to see cheeses in this area." He kind of looks at the back of the room towards Axel, who's kind of with you guys, just been following along, following your lead, there to help you with anything you might need. He looks back at Axel, the bartender does, and Axel gives him a wave and says, "So, no longer the City of Paradise, And the bartender kind of cocks an eyebrow, and he says, "Yes, yeah, not so much anymore. In fact, I was never around when it was the City of Paradise. That was my father. Inherited this place long after the drought started." Any idea why the drought started? The bartender shrugs. Anfisa kind of shrugs and says, "No clue."
Wait, you said your father. So this happens recently. The drought, I mean.
Yeah, within the last 100 years.
Oh. Huh. I see. Lux I guess Lux headed to the room, I guess, waiting for the meal.
Alrighty. Who's going to the rooms with Lux?
I will.
Wait a second. Like before everyone goes to the room, Javi will like tell like Light and Arc about like the information that Javi and Luxembourg got from the turtle, like about the history of the place and the genie.
Okay.
So like we talked to the turtle merchant a while ago that was outside, and he told us about more about this town and like about the genie that's also their mayor, and the genie can grant wishes, but they haven't been granting wishes recently. And what else?
A shady hotel as well from the other block. Quote unquote.
What?
The shady hotel, the
The
turtle
shady.
said about that. Also, what else?
Also, if you go first.
No, you go first.
Also, the fact that if you wanna like visit the genie, we have to talk with the cool lady outside. Apparently.
Let's go talk to the genie.
Well, let's not be hasty there, friend. We just literally got here. Maybe
He
we
seems
rest
old.
and
I say
he's
we
not very
pay him a visit.
okay. Ark, I think I might argue with you with this one because if you look at the statue, he doesn't really seem that old. To be honest with you, he old in age, but he doesn't look it. You know.
He's a mayor. He should be old.
Take case in point, I guess.
I mean, we could like rest for a bit, then visit the mayor.
Yeah, and like think about this before we head out.
Have a plan. Have a plan
Yeah,
before we
have a plan
visit
first,
the mayor, in case
and
something goes wrong.
and maybe fill our stomach from our ordeal from the last time.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the room, I guess. And
All right.
Maxima walks into the room.
Light wants to get cactus juice though before.
All right, Light.
The room.
The first round of cactus juice is free because usually people don't like it. So he pours you a shot of cactus juice. It is about yay big, so not a huge little shot of it. He says, "I hope you enjoy it." You chug it back. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please, in the top left of your character sheet.
Don't throw up. Don't throw up. Don't throw up.
Constitution saving throw in the saving throws box. Yep. 8.
Oh my!
All right. Ark, are you having one too?
Yeah.
All right. Both of you down your cactus juice at the same time, with 8s for both of you. As the cactus juice kind of goes down your neck, you almost feel the prickles of cactus on your on the inside of your throat, and you feel this unbearable urge to like retch. It stings as it goes down your throat. You can feel it in your nose like alcohol, but not. It's not alcohol. It's just stings in your nose with like a sharp smell.
Pain.
And you just it's like you just swallowed a bunch of mouthwash basically. And
that's not fun.
And you kind of burp a little bit, and both of you look at each other, and you both have like red splotches on your face that are just like all over your forehead, your cheeks, your nose. You look down at your arms, you got red splotches on your arms almost immediately, and they get real itchy for a second, and then they go away after about a minute.
I'm
Oh
gonna need
my.
some alcohol after that.
You're gonna need some what?
Alcohol after that.
He pours you. We'll say he pours you a shot of whatever your favorite alcohol is, and he says, "That'll just be a silver piece."
Do you have change for a gold?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna hand him a gold.
All right, he gives you back 9 silver pieces. So you can add that to your character sheet and subtract a gold. All
So
right.
this means that Lux is the only poor.
So as you go explore the rooms, they're very barren. They're very just, you know, what they are. It's a bed with a little dresser for you to put stuff in. Yada yada. It's a pretty whatever room. You each have your own room, so there's enough of them for you all. This is one of the few 2-story buildings in the city, so the second story is where your rooms are. You guys get your sandwiches. They're brought up to you by the cook, who you don't know the name of yet, but he just knocks on your doors each and hands you a sandwich.
Here's your desert dragon sandwich with special cheese.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
He heads back down to the kitchen, and you guys get anything you want to do before you go to bed?
Water. Light needs water.
Water.
For that cactus juice.
Shai can
Oh
probably,
my god.
Javi can probably help you with that.
I think I have a water skin full of water already.
You might.
Should I do? Should I like cast an?
Right into Light's mouth. Right.
You're going to bed, so feel free, everyone. You're going to bed, so feel free to use up any spells you want, because you're gonna get them all back.
Okay.
Cast
Everybody.
water right into Light's mouth.
Cast water.
Wait. Is it like? Can I go find the cook or?
Sure.
Like, you know. After all, I'm going to that soon. Might as well use up my spell.
Yeah.
Hello.
As you lean into the kitchen, you see him scrubbing a pot with what little water he has in a small canteen that he's just slowly dripping into the pot and then scrubbing a piece of it. And he's making just noises as he does it. He doesn't seem to have
Hello
noticed you.
there? Excuse me.
He like pushes the pot away like it's embarrassing to have been cleaning a pot. Like he like pushes it away. Hello.
Hello. So, do you guys have any more like extra like big pots of like containers that I could store something like, you know, like for storing water? Like, could you get all of them out, please?
He kind of nods his head. He says, yes, we have all kinds of pots to contain water, and a lot of them are clean, too, if you know a place to get water. He puts one up on one of the countertops. It's just a large metal pot. He puts another one on the counter that looks like it is specifically a jug with a lid that you can put on for whatever kinds of waters or stew that you might want to put into it.
Okay. That's all of the containers?
All of the clean ones.
Okay, I mean, so I could like create a spell that's like that creates water. So I'm just gonna cast that. Wait, where is like who needs water again? Chris needs water. Like
Light with
wait,
water.
Light needs water. Where is it?
I think everyone could probably use some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone should come over here and like.
And wash and drink. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
All right, everyone piles into the kitchen. The cook kind of like backs up into the corner of the kitchen.
Oh, I've never had this many people in the kitchen before.
Okay, then have you cast create
Hello.
water?
All right, and you can make 10 gallons?
Wait, what this is? Yeah, up to 10 gallons of clean water.
All right. So the pots that he has can hold like 6 gallons. So that leaves just enough for a gallon for each of you,
Okay.
which you probably don't need that much. But
Yeah. Like right now it's nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's yep.
Can I go outside to the fountain?
It's a
Oh.
little ways away. It's like a 20-minute walk.
Oh, should I go there? It's pretty
morning.
late though.
The fountain is filled with sand and like run down, so probably not.
Oh, then maybe
I
not
mean, if
then.
you're gonna go to the fountain, Lux can accompany you, I guess.
But
Very interesting in
it's
what's
filled
your
with
plan.
sand. Then it will just dirty the clean water either way.
Yeah.
True.
Wait, have you asked the cook? Like, where was the nearest well again?
Um.
Or like something that's similar to a well that's nearby.
Oh, the nearest well is about a 20-minute walk towards the fountain.
Oh. Well, it's like. Well, there's already water in the well. Is there anywhere?
It's
like,
a dried up well. To be
There's
fair, it's a dried up
little bits
well.
of water in it, yes. We kind of share it for the most part. We've designated it for cleaning.
Oh. Is there
What do you have in
any,
mind,
like,
Ty?
I'm just like thinking if there's like any other place that has like a where you can place like put the water in that's clean, but doesn't seem like it. At least for now.
So like a public container, water container or something?
Yeah, I think.
Is-
Oh, do you guys have any of those like structure where it stores water?
I mean, we had containers. Oh, sorry.
Yes, we do, but they are long since dried up.
Oh, I could go there. Oh, where is it? Is it far away?
If you'd like, it's just down the street.
Do you guys want to accompany me and let's like go there?
I'll go.
Okay.
All right.
How about you, Light and Art?
I'm gonna just stand outside the inn.
Okay. How about you, Light? You want to go?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
So who's all going?
Let's head for it. Light, Loxima, and Happy.
Okay. The cook will lead you, so he'll go with
Okay.
as well. The lizard folk, he's kind of hunched over as he walks. He's very, like you said, skittish and kind of all over the place. So he's always kind of like looking around. But he's leading you in the setting sun through the streets of this city. Again, the wind is blowing and you've kind of got your faces covered up from the sand. As he leads you, he points out a few things. He says, down this way is where we used to have the market, and he kind of points down a street that way. It's since moved to the center of the city because it's closer to the main gate. He then, points in another direction, and he goes, that's where my ex-girlfriend used to live.
Oh.
He's just,
Whoa.
he's just saying stuff as he's going. He's just pointing stuff out to you, keeping you entertained.
I love him.
Um,
I'm about to just hold him. Scrunchy lizard.
So he continues leading you for about 5 minutes until you find a large stone structure that's it's taller than most buildings, but not that much taller, and it's circular. So it's kind of like a spherical looking shape, and on the side of it is written water storage, but there's no people around. It seems pretty empty. And the little entranceway is actually a cellar that goes down underneath it, and then you go underneath it, and you can open up a little hatch that drains water into whatever bucket or thing that you have, but there's no water in it, so he leads you down into the cellar, which is kind of musty and dank and kind of smells bad, but he leads you down in there and then opens up the hatch to the water storage little spigot and turns it on, and nothing comes out. In fact, a little spider crawls out of the spigot, and
Ooh.
Whoa.
So
Well, that's not
coming
looking good.
Mm.
This thing can hold about 1,000 gallons.
Oh, 1,000 gallons. I probably can't make that much water, but I'll see what I can do. Okay. So have you like create or destroy water with this like a level 2 spell slot, and uh I can create a 10 additional gallons of water
Per spell slot?
for like level 2.
Okay, so you can make 20 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll use 2 spell slots.
2 level 2 spell slots?
Yeah.
So you'll make 40 gallons?
Yeah.
All right. You place your hand on the spigot and cast the spell, and you can feel the flow of the water go up into the storage from the spigot and start swirling around all 40 gallons into the 1,000-gallon chamber, and you turn the spigot off to close it up, and now there's 40 gallons in the tank.
Hey. That should be enough for because I still have like I'm just saving some slots since I don't feel safe using up all of my slots, so I could do one more level 1 spell of create water.
Up to you.
So additional 10 gallons.
You want to do
I mean,
another 10?
you keep in mind,
Yeah.
Chad, you're gonna have a long rest, so use it whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, I just don't like using up all the spell slots. Just in
It's
case,
all
you never know.
Mm-hmm.
true, I guess.
Okay, so in total it's like 50 gallons of water again.
Okay,
That's
so you have one
enough.
more spell slot that you're gonna put 10 more gallons in with a level 1 spell slot, and that leaves you with 1 level 1 spell slot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds good. So there's 50 gallons in there. And the lizard folk kind of nods, and he says, well, nicely done.
Yay.
Oh, before, friend, can I ask you something? It's about that centaur person.
Centaur?
How long has he been here? Yeah, the vegetable merchant.
Oh, the Minotaur.
Yeah, the Minotaur. I'm sorry.
Yes. He's been around for as long as I can remember.
Huh. So he has complete monopoly on the vegetables and goods
Oh, yes.
trades on this route.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have perhaps know where he gets all of those from?
Let me roll him a history check. 14.
I've heard rumor that he works for the mayor, so maybe the mayor is giving him access.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes,
Huh.
but that would be quite depressing if he was working for the mayor. That would mean that the
I
mayor
can
is
say so.
abusing us, basically. Using us for money.
Hmm.
What else can I say? Oh yeah. Also one more thing. Of a local told me about your place, but they also mentioned another place to stay. They made a comment on how very shady it was compared to your lovely inn that we have stayed.
Oh.
And we thank you again. Can you tell us more about that quote shady hotel?
Oh, yes, it's on the other side of town, near where the genie keeps his manor. It's I think it's his tavern.
Oh,
Yes, it's I wouldn't say it's shady. It's more it's upscale, and
extravagant.
yes.
Oh, I have a question. Do you know about like the cool looking lady that was like outside a while ago?
I'm not sure which lady you speak.
I forgot about the appearance. It was a cool lady that was smoking. That's all I could remember.
It could have. There's lots of people who smoke around here, but
I guess
Oh,
she has a very sharp glare. Is what I can say.
it's like I said, it could be a lot of people, but I'd say it's possible that you're speaking of Fenza. Fenza is she kind of was she leaning up against a building, just kind of watching people?
Yes.
that one.
Yes. Fenza, not very nice. Not very nice lady. She is the what they call the Inquisitor. She
Oh.
the one who collects taxes and enforces the law.
Oh,
Government official.
yeah.
Yes. Don't want to get on Fenza's bad side.
Certainly not, friend. No, we just want to
Yeah.
get no rounds.
Yes, well, it seems you've done quite a swell job helping the city, so maybe she'll be more willing to hear you out, or whatever it is that you want to ask her.
Hope so.
Hopefully.
Yes,
Well,
if you need a vouch from someone, don't ask me.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Not for any reason other than I just don't want to get on her bad side.
It's okay. It's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm sure she rules in a very intimidating since she looks at me when I came. So yeah, I can understand why.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's getting late. We could probably head back.
Yes,
now?
yes. We should definitely head back.
Who's got the crane, by the way?
Less probably Lux probably,
Okay.
but yeah. Is the crane been following us this entire time, or is the crane behind Lux all this time?
It would be hiding itself behind one of your horns or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, does the lady actually looking at the crane instead of actually looking at Luxima? Could that be it?
Oh no.
Oh shoot.
Oh no. I don't think that's good.
Okay. Lux, I guess, drinks the water that Heavy conjure and washes his face a little, I guess, before heading back to the room.
Okay.
Is the room is our room separated, or is it
So
together?
you guys are still at the water storage
Oh.
area, which is about
Yeah.
a 5-minute walk. As you head out, standing outside this area, the lizard folk kind of points in a couple different directions, showing you spots where guards and inquisitors usually walk around at night. No one really comes around his area. He's pointing to this area that you guys are at. He's like, nobody really comes around here, but towards the south from here and the east from here, the guards like to walk the perimeter of the city, and I would say steer clear if you want to avoid any suspicion being travelers. That said, you were allowed into the city, so you must have made some of the guards happy enough to let you in, so who knows, maybe you've got a good in, but we all try and steer clear of the guards. They're a bit, jumpy.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you for
And he
the
kind of about
guidance.
faces and is about to start walking, and as he is about to start walking, you all hear a zoom, and
Oh.
you see your lizard folk friend, an arrow hits him in the back.
What?
Oh.
Oh wait.
He falls down to his
Well,
knees and then lays down on the
Lux
ground.
catch him.
Wait,
Lux catch him before he falls.
Is he dead, or does he just have 0 hit points?
Roll me a medicine check.
Oh no.
Where
Lux make a perception check. He want to look around and see what the
Yeah,
origin of the
roll
arrow
me a
is.
perception check.
Okay, hold on.
Got an
Oh
18.
no.
I have spare the dying.
I got a 12, so that's a 13.
All right.
Okay, where the frick
So-
did this arrow come from?
Light, with a 19 medicine check, you put your hand on the arrow, and as you do, the arrow actually turns into sand. So it like disappears, leaving just a hole in the back of the lizard
shoot.
folk. As he starts kind of bleeding, he's not dead. In fact, he's not even at 0 hit points. But he does take a pretty bad wound here.
Okay.
And then with a 13 perception check, Luxima, you see on top of one of the buildings, you see something. It looks like it's flowing up and down in the setting sun. It's hard to tell, but you see the silhouette of something that's like flowing up and down, kind of like
A mirage.
yeah, it's like it's similar. It looks like it's made of almost smoke or sand up on top of one of the buildings, and it's like pointing a bow and arrow made of sand, and it disappears as you look at it. Another one shows up on another rooftop and fires an arrow at you, Luxima. It misses.
Shoot.
It misses with a 2.
Nice! And Luxima drawn out his weapon and just like book it to the perpetrator. Lux got like good parkour, so he gonna parkour up there.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay, don't fail me now. Acrobatics are, oh my god, 7.
Okay.
Oh.
With a
Oh my
with a
God.
7 acrobatics, you go to leap onto one of the buildings and you grab the edge of the rooftop. You jump high enough to grab the edge of the rooftop, but you slip and fall on your butt.
Oh, he's just gonna try again, I guess.
All right. You do take
How?
3 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down from the roof.
I'm not 11. God damn it.
All right, 11. You're able to scramble your way up to the roof, but it takes a second. Another arrow coming at you. This one's a 13 to hit. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 14th.
Okay, so it misses. As the arrow
Nice.
whizzes by, it also turns into sand. Another sand creature appears kind of next to you, Javi. It comes out of the ground. This person, it's like a person made of sand, and it goes to grab you. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw. So this +1 in the saving throws?
Yeah, in the saving throws box, yep, in the top left.
Oh, I got
Alright.
a 9. Oh,
All right,
no.
with a 9, the sand creature grabs onto you, Javi, and as it does, as it's holding onto you, and it starts sinking into the ground. Light, you look back, like fear in your eyes, as you see Javi being dragged into the sand, into the ground by this creature. She lets out a yelp as she's reaching her hand out for you. Light, what do you want to do?
Can I grab her and cast Fairy Fire at the same time on these creatures if they're within the 20-foot cube?
Make a choice. I do one or the other.
I'm gonna grab Javi.
All right, roll me a strength check. So at the top, or you can do athletics if you want.
I want to click.
Let's just do it. Yeah. Okay. 17. You grab Javi's hand. Javi, Light grabs your hand and pulls you out of the sand. The sand creature disappears into nothing. Your heart's racing as you crawl up under the sand. And next to Light, I need everybody to roll me initiative, please.
Initiative.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, God.
It's only like 5 minutes away. Can I see this?
12.
Since I'm standing.
You currently don't
Outside
see
it.
it, but don't worry, Ark. I still need you to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
I got a 12.
All right.
Feel it.
19.
I was having a gut feeling.
Oh, I should have asked in the room. Why do I have to ask this question and out in the open? No. Lux, you fool.
Okay.
He just Aladdin style chasing down this genie sand creature. Leaping through
Alright.
roofs.
This is
Um,
absolutely horrifying.
Ark, as you're standing at the inn, So you do not know anything about what's going on, but you start to see a creature kind of coming out from one of the alleyways nearby, and it looks like it's made of sand. It's dripping with like these just these sand molecules falling down to the ground, and it's got a bow and arrow pointed at you as it's slowly walking forward, and it's like menacingly walking towards you. Ark, what do you want to do? You're first in the combat.
I want to zoom at him and strike him with a dagger.
Okay, you fly up. You see this creature. It follows you. It's got no face, no eyes, no nose, no mouth. Its head just follows you like it's staring at you as you fly up to it and bring a dagger down on it. Go ahead and roll me a dagger attack.
8.
An 8. So as you bring the dagger down, it misses the creature as it dodges out of the way. It pulls out a sandy scimitar and goes for a strike on you in response. A 19 to hit. That is 5 points of slashing damage, Ark. The one sand creature on the rooftop is... sorry, bonus action, Ark. Do you want to do anything? Bonus action?
I'm gonna use 2-weapon fighting and use my other dagger.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and roll your attack. 19 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Let's go.
Nice. 4 damage. The scimitar attack slices you, but then you bring your dagger around and stab the creature right in where its ear would be, and the creature disappears into dust. Psst. The sand goes away. That leads us to the sand creature's turns. The one that's on the rooftop fires an arrow at you, Luxima. A 19 to hit for 5 points of piercing damage. As the arrow hits you, it strikes you right in the shoulder and then disappears into sand. Javi and Light, a sand creature appears next to both of you. And they're each going to take a strike on you. Javi, the one to hit you is a 14 to hit. What's your armor class? Should be the top of your character sheet. Top in like the shield icon. It's 14?
Yeah, 14.
Okay, so it's 4 points of slashing damage. You take 4 damage. And Light, the one coming after you, is a 22 to hit for...
Okay.
I have 13.
Oh.
6
Oh, God.
slashing damage. Lastly, a final, like a hand shoots out from the sand. A sandy hand with a dagger shoots up and with an 18 strikes the cook. And the dagger strikes him right in the neck and then disappears into the sand, and the cook falls down to the ground. He has reached 0 hit points.
No. Oh.
Axel behind you, Ark. Axel, you turn around and you see Axel has come out from the tavern, and with a staff in his hand, he's batting away these sand creatures who are coming at him, one with a scimitar and one just trying to grab him. He's batting them away. He takes his staff and he's going to cast a spell. The gem on the end of his staff glows this bluish color, and it blows one of the sand creatures away. Luxima, you're up.
Can you describe again what's the situation for Luxima and
So Luxima, you're on top of one of the buildings. There's a sand creature on the other side of this building shooting arrows at you, so you just have to run across the rooftop to get to it. Down below you are Javi and Light and the dying cook, and they're surrounded by 3 sand creatures. One for each of them.
Oh, do they look at least visibly bad?
The cook does, but
yeah, the cook obviously.
Light looks pretty injured, but not dying or anything.
Oh shoot! So I got Lux gotta make a decision on to either pursuit or protect. Can I make an Arcana check, since this is obviously a conjure or some kind. Can like Lux pinpoint the origin of the user with Arcana check?
That wouldn't tell you like the origin of where, wherever whoever's conjuring it is, but you could roll an Arcana check to get information about these creatures.
Okay, I'll roll Arcana then.
Okay.
An 8.
With an
What
8,
will that get me?
they look like an elemental of some kind, like a sand elemental, but you're not sure much else about them.
If I jump, then it's just making me an easy target. And if I go back, it just leave a room for like to them to attack me. I guess can I use ram and like propel myself to like the other building? Like attack and jump kind of thing.
You want so the one sand creature that's shooting arrows at you is on the same building as you already? Does that matter?
Oh, okay. Oh no. I thought it was like in the other side of the building. Oh, I thought no. Okay, so
You're
I
sharing
guess
a
Lux
rooftop with
ready. Okay, so Lux ready his axe and I guess like just chopping right up like
All right.
close combat.
Do you want to rage?
Yeah, let's
All right.
rage.
When you rage, don't you shoot lightning off or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Never mind. Don't rage. Maybe don't rage because that would alert a lot of people. So maybe just like a greater axe, I guess.
Go ahead and roll your great axe attack.
18.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
3 is
Nice.
6.
With a 6, you bring the great axe down and slice through the creature. It's kind of like an anime as you slice through it. The creature, the top half of it slides off of the bottom half and it disappears.
Yo, let's go.
A pile of sand. You've still got.
I do have sand.
You've probably still got like 20 feet of movement speed and your bonus action.
Can I make like another like what's inside? Looking around to see like is there any other kind of danger before I hop into the safety help the others? What do I have to roll?
No, but well, could you repeat your question?
It kind of before Lux gone down to help the others,
Mhm.
Can he like look around to see like, oh, the danger is safe from up here at least?
You seem you don't feel safe. You don't because these creatures can like teleport from sand to sand, so it seems
I guess like
they can appear anywhere.
I guess Lux gone down to help Avi and the light.
Okay. You hop down from the roof, and now you're with them near the dying cook. That brings us to Light.
Light wants to go over towards the cook and do Spare the Dying.
All right. Spare the Dying brings him to 0 hit points, but he's not conscious. He's stable. All right. He is spared.
That's the only thing I can do.
Is that your? So that's your action. You have a bonus action you want to do?
What can I do for bonus action?
If you go into that bottom right part of your character sheet, under actions, there's more buttons underneath actions. If you click on actions, it says all attack, action, and then bonus action. If you click on that, it might tell you what bonus actions you can do.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't really have anything besides casting a spell on a stone, so.
Okay. All right.
Do you have like a healing spell or something?
No, I just can.
All right, Javi, you're up.
Okay, I'm up.
Avi!
Okay. So I'm
Avi!
like, I have like healing spell, but I only have like one slot for like level 1 and level 2 left. So I want to use like my channel divinity.
Okay.
So as an action, wait, where is the cook right now?
He's
Like-
on the ground beneath your feet, like
Oh, okay.
at your
Then
feet.
I want to use the channel divinity bomb of peace. As an action, you can move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And when you move within 5 feet of any other creature during this action, you can restore 2d6 plus 3 hit points to that creature.
Nice.
A creature can receive this healing only once whenever you take this action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
All right. Go ahead and roll 2d6, and you can run right by Light and the cook, and even you can even run by
Okay,
Luxima as well. So roll 2d6, and they'll all heal that much.
wait.
So to do that, in the
Okay,
bottom left of your
2d6.
character
Wait,
sheet,
how do I do it so there's...
yeah. So in the bottom left of your character sheet, there's a button that looks like a d20, like a 20-sided polygon.
Oh.
Big red button in the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
You click that, and then you click on the d6 twice, and then hit roll. There you go. All right.
Okay, so 8
Luxima,
plus
Light, and the
3.
cook all heal 8.
Nice.
Nicely done. Chai,
20.
Javi, you you can move away from the sand elementals that are by you without provoking opportunity attacks. So there is like a nearby alley you can run to if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna go to that alley.
All right, and it leads
Can I
back to the
carry-
tavern.
Can I bring the cook? Can I bring the cook with me?
Probably not.
Okay. Then I'll go to the alley.
Okay. So this is the alley that like leads back towards the tavern where Ark and Axel are.
Okay.
All right. Ark. As you look down at your like beneath where you killed that sand elemental, you see a letter, like an alphabet letter, like a letter in common that is kind of like made of stone underneath where its remains are, like made of like sandstone, and it's the letter L.
Okay.
Take the L. Take the L. Take the L.
This is not me joking with you. I'm not making a joke or anything. This is just
Yeah.
I know it seems funny because the thing's like L, but it's not like that. No, it's like a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I fly up to the sky and use eye for detail to look around?
Sure. What do you want to roll? Insight or investigation? I mean.
Can I only roll investigation?
You got it. You can do investigation or perception.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Alrighty.
Oh
17.
shoot.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. 17. As you fly up, you see kind of about a 5-minute flight from where you're at, or maybe more like a 3-minute flight from where you're at. You see the party kind of ducking into an alleyway. They, 3 of them are surrounded by those sand elementals that you just saw. Seems like you're being attacked from all angles.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go down to Axel.
All right. He's just finished blowing away another elemental, which has left the letter V on the ground.
Is it?
Can I explain the situation to him?
Yeah, what do you say?
We are surrounded. The other group is also getting attacked.
Somebody must know we're here. Someone that doesn't want us to be.
That's it for me.
Okay. the sand creatures are going to attack. One's going to attack Javi, one's going to attack Light, and one's going to attack Luxima.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Wow. Really low rolls. Javi miss, Light miss, Luxima 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
No.
But still low roll on the damage. 3 damage.
Okay. That still hurts.
All right. That brings us to Axel, who is... he is going to... yeah, he's got nothing else. He already defeated his elementals. So, Luxima, you've got an elemental facing you. There's an elemental behind Javi, and there's an elemental behind Light as well.
Alright, so I guess a stealth and not bothering the community is out of the window. He's going on a rage.
All right. Go ahead and roll your lightning damage.
Hold on. Action.
I think it would be maybe bonus action under your bonus actions, or your features and traits is where your roll for that is. Remember?
I don't see it.
Hold on.
Where's the rage?
Collections, campaigns, Path of the Crane.
Damage +2.
Luxima.
So what do I roll?
Okay, okay, so I think you just have to roll your own d6. So just roll a d6 in the bottom left. Click on that button that rolls custom dice.
Just roll 1?
Yeah, 1d6.
Alright.
One,
Boy.
as the lightning
Wow.
shoots off you and hits the elemental, the sand elemental in front of you. It just tilts its head creepily as it looks at you.
One.
I mean, that makes sense because lightning is not affected against ground, so
Yeah.
that's crap. That makes sense.
Pokemon. So what do you do with your action then? You want to swing your great axe?
Yeah, let's bada swing, baby. What damage do I roll?
Roll your great axe attack first, and then we'll roll damage if it hits.
Oh yeah, greater axe. Ooh, almost 11. Did that
11's
hit?
gonna miss as the axe comes down
Damn
and
it!
dodges the elemental, unfortunately.
Damn.
I mean, my boy is badly hurt. Like it's 18 hit points.
All right, that's gonna bring us to Light.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast at
Yeah.
one of them.
Go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast attack.
This one. So hit
We have so
Yeah,
many
to hit.
bad rolls.
It's a hit DC button, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
22 is gonna hit. Go ahead and roll the damage next to it.
Let's go.
What? Oh!
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
nice!
It rolled a 0.
Boys, let's go! Redemption
Nice.
from the last session. Let's go!
You point your finger gun at the elemental and poof, blow its head to pieces as it turns into dust. It leaves behind the letter A. So far,
L.
LVA.
oh.
And then that
Is it
brings
trying
us
to spell out leave?
to Javi.
This is a very convoluted way to
Okay.
say leave.
I'm
I'm-
I'm gonna cast a level 2 healing word and like heal Luxima.
All right, go ahead and roll your healing.
The lowest, I think.
Thank you, Javi, and thank you, Ty.
All right, 8 healing for Luxima.
Noise. Let me just pull out a calculator.
Just to speed things up a bit, we're gonna skip to Luxima again.
Yeah.
You got 2 elementals nearby. The one that you missed, and the one that is behind, or that was behind Javi, which is now about to take another strike on the cook.
Oh no.
I'm gonna, I guess, do another great axe. Do I have any like additional rolls because I am enraged?
No, unless
Or
you do
no?
a reckless attack. A reckless attack, if you do that, that means you get advantage on the attack. You get to roll twice, take the higher number. But then all enemies have advantage on you if they attack you
Oh,
until your next turn.
I'll just do a normal swing greater
Alright.
axe.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
12.
12 is
Oh,
just
I
gonna
thought it
hit.
was a 1.
Just gonna hit.
Yay.
So go ahead and roll your damage. 6 damage is
again.
enough. With the 1 damage you
Okay.
did earlier, you slice through the sand elemental, and it disappears, leaving behind the letter E.
I knew it's leave.
This is a very convoluted way to make us leave.
And Light, your turn. Last elemental is about to strike the cook.
Eldritch Blast. Wait, no, that might be if he's near the cook.
No, you can't hurt somebody with Eldritch Blast that you don't want to.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast again, obviously.
Eldritch
Hell
Blast.
yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Let's go.
18's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Four damage. All right. The elemental is going to take a strike on the cook.
Oh, no.
Misses as the sword comes down. The cook rolls out of the way.
Huh, let's go.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Luxima, that brings us back to you.
Okay, so what's the situation again?
Just what I described. The elemental just took a swung on the cook. It missed. You're right next to it.
Okay, so just gonna great axe that
Yeah.
elemental.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
5, 10. Did that hit?
Gonna miss on that one.
Oh shoot!
Light. Go ahead. Roll your Eldritch Blast. See who's gonna get this thing.
Oh no.
Just tag team this
Damn.
motherfucker.
You guys are missing like a motherfucker. All right.
Oh, don't blame us. Blame the website. We're on a bad roll.
Well,
This
it's
will
okay
be awesome
because the
if we're
elemental
for bad
rolled a
roll.
natural 1 to try and hit the cook again.
Let's go.
All right,
Suck
Luxima,
it.
roll an attack. Light, roll an attack. Do a great axe and an Eldritch Blast. All right,
12.
both of you guys hit this time as the
Let's
great
go.
axe as the
Let's
great axe
go.
comes through and cuts the elemental in half. The Eldritch Blast blows the top half off. 6 damage, 9
That's-
damage. Yeah, you guys blow the whole thing to smithereens. And of
Tag
course,
team.
you guys
Yay.
called it. It leaves behind the letter E.
Tag team this motherfucker.
Now, Javi, Luxima, and Light, you don't know about the other letters that were left behind near the
Okay.
tavern. But as you run back to the tavern to reconvene with Ark and Axel, Ark, Axel, as they come up, they're also holding the letters that were left behind by the elementals. You put them all together and jumble them around as you've already called, and it spells out the word leave. And you all look at each other thinking, wow, how convoluted. But at the same time, whoever sent this message, couple things. One, they obviously didn't want you to know who they were, whoever sent it. Secondly, you're not sure why they want you to leave. It didn't seem like they went after the crane. They didn't go, like, try and grab it or anything. They could have. So you're not sure. It's a bit of a mystery as to where these things came from. But it is a mystery we'll have to pick up next time because we're already 15 minutes over.
No.
Oh
Before
man.
we go, oh man, before we go, like let's look at like the letters and just say like they could have just sent the government official. Why? Why is
True.
this
Hey, you don't know who sent it. You have no clue.
true?
Man,
Alrighty, y'all.
my gut feeling was right. I was something is telling me something's gonna go. Something's big
Something's gonna
gonna happen.
happen.
It's a turtle.
Every
It's a turtle.
It's the
it's a
turtle.
turtle, I tell ya.